What's up, everyone? I'm Ashley Smashley, and I am on a 3 week van life road trip right now. I'm going to tell you how I prepared for that trip and answer some of the frequently asked questions that I've been getting about my trip. If you are new here, you're going to want to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications because we are just getting started over here, and your girl is going to blow up. You're going to want to be here to watch it all go down. On this channel, we talk about all things spiritual awakening, the light and the dark, so that we can become aware and integrate because it's necessary to become the version of you that can actually live out your infinite potential. Okay, so yes, I am on a 3 week van life road trip, and I bought this van in July. I had to buy a new car for this trip, so I saved my money and I paid cash. Yes, people do that. I know it sounds crazy in a world where everyone has a financed vehicle, but I just could not do that to myself because I did look into it and I did get approved, but it would have cost me over $700 a month between the payment and the insurance for a financed vehicle. So I just went ahead and decided to save my money and pay cash for this. I have a 2004 Toyota Sienna minivan. It is in excellent condition. And yeah, I paid cash and here we are. And so I had to get the vehicle ready for the road, and I did all the normal maintenance things that you should do. I got an oil change, I replaced my air filters, I got new wipers, I just got new tires before I left. Yeah, so getting the car ready for the road, I took the seats out, I put a rug in, about all the little things that I want, like these window screens, and I got some lights on the ceiling. And yeah, so get the car ready for the road. I requested the time off of work, they had no issue giving me as much time off as I wanted, so that was great. And yes, I van life with my kitty cat. He is almost 10 years old, and we've been doing this for 6 years. We've been going on van life trips and living out of a vehicle for months at a time. So he is a pro, and I am very good at it as well. And the key to doing this successfully is being clean and organized. Literally everything has to have a place, and you put it and you stay organized and you set yourself up so that everything makes sense for you to use it. So like when you're packing, you might pack a certain way and then bring it down to the car, and then once you are in the trip like a few days, reorganize the car and make it set it up so that it makes sense to you, so that things are accessible to you in the way that you need to use them. Make it make sense so that you're nice and efficient and you can stay clean and organized and always know where everything is. I keep my cat's food on the floor in the front of the front passenger seat. So he always has access to food and water. And then I keep his litter box in a tote, like a big tote. And that prevents the litter from getting out of the tote when he jumps out of it. It usually all just falls right back into the tote. And then I clean the litter box immediately after he goes all the time. Keep the litter box clean as soon as they're done, and it won't ever smell. You just get it out of the car as soon as possible. So the 2004 Toyota Sienna has third row stow and go seating, and then the front two or the middle two seats come out. So I just threw those away, and I took out the third row stow and go seats. I threw those away as well, and I got a piece of wood um to cover up the back where the seats normally tuck into, so I have like in floor storage back there. I bought this cool like teal rug that's like a shaggy carpet, and it's nice and squishy, and here I'll show you. So it adds a little bit of cushion to the floor, and what I use for my bed, I have a mattress topper, a foam mattress topper that I folded in half and I put inside a zipper cot sheet. So I have my own little like foam mattress that I fold out at night, or I fold up during the day, and there are my pillows and my comforter and stuff. And when I go to bed, I pull it out and then I make my bed again in the morning so that there's open space to sit and there's not like a bed hogging up the space all the time. So on this trip, I wanted to come to the Asheville, North Carolina area, the Smoky Mountains area, and I found a place in the mountains in a national forest here that I'm going to camp out for 2 more days, and then I'm gonna head to Nashville and check out the city of Nashville, and then I'm going to a concert in Iowa on Saturday, and that was the main reason I took this specific time off because I wanted to go to that concert. So, I was just, like, planning on making that happen, and here we are, it's happening, okay? I'm going to a concert for a band that I've loved since I was a teenager. It's a 25-year anniversary, and I've been a fan for 25 years. So that's where I'm going. And then after that, I'm probably going to go to Michigan and visit with my family and then head my way back to Florida. So the reason why I took 3 weeks off is because like I don't last very long keeping a job. I have a very hard time keeping a job past 6 months and I just get overwhelmed and I need to take a break from society. And personally, I don't think 3 weeks is going to be long enough, but we're going to have to make that work and see where we go from there because I usually do like 2 months at a time. I won't work and I'll live out of my car and do van life with my cat. And I'll do DoorDash or something if I need money, or I'll just save up a bunch of money and move into my car. Plan it out. Plan it out. Pay all of your bills ahead. Like all of my bills are paid until well after I get back to work. So I don't have to worry about making sure my bills are paid. They're paid. You don't have to have money to pay your bills, all right? And I have plenty of money saved for this trip for gas, but I also have options to do DoorDash if I want to make some money while I'm on the road. And then I have other things I can do in Michigan to make money while I'm there as well, like a little some old hustles I could get on. So I am thinking maybe we'll see when I get there if I feel like doing any work while I'm there to make money. But yeah, so here we are. I'm on the road and I'm going to shut off my phone for the next couple days while I'm in the mountains here camping out and see what happens. And then I'll be on my way to Iowa and then Michigan and then back to Florida. And I do have AAA and I have roadside assistance through the new tires that I just bought, actually, surprisingly. So I have that going on. And I do let my sister know where I'm posting up. I do everything to keep myself safe. And, all the times I've done this, like it's literally, I couldn't even count. I would have to really sit down and count. It's been a lot of times that I've done this van life thing for weeks or months at a time. I've never had any problems. Never. Not one. Not one. Okay, so don't worry. Everyone's always worried about my safety and thinks I don't know how to take care of myself. But like I said, I've done this more times than I can count, and I am safe. I am good. I have food. I have water. I have everything I could possibly need. And I am so excited. If you have ever thought about van lifing, you probably should. It is like one of the most liberating feelings to not have anywhere to call home. And I actually did move out of my apartment before, this trip, and people are like, "Ooh, how do you move out of your apartment?" Because I always live in short-term housing. It's they're popping up more and more all over the country, but where I live specifically, there are a bunch of them, and they're old hotels that they turn into weekly and monthly efficiencies and studios. And some of them have kitchens, some of them don't. Some of them you pay by the week, some of them you can pay by 4 weeks or a month. And they all have little different terms or whatever, but most of them, you don't have to pay any deposit. There's no move-in fees. You just pay your money, you move in, and then you move out whenever you want. You're no lease, no deposit, no credit check, no nothing. And it's perfect for someone like me who is always on the go, always moving around, always want to be able to get up and go whenever I feel like it and not feel tied down with any type of lease. I do not want a lease. I don't think I could put myself in a situation to where I have to stay and live somewhere for 12 months or let alone buy a house. Like to me, that's just absolutely insane that um, people buy houses, that people want to tie themselves down to one spot forever. Well, I guess you can get up and move. But anyway, the idea of having a house and all of that to be responsible for, and then you have to work because you have that responsibility. Like to me, that's too overwhelming. Like, call me a free spirit or think I'm a hippie, whatever. I don't know. I guess I am, but I need my freedom. I need to be able to not work if I don't feel like it, or do something like DoorDash and barely get by and be okay with it. It is what it is, okay? I 10 out of 10 recommend van lifing or doing something like this. And if you have any questions at all, you can email me, ashleysmashley444 at gmail.com, if you're considering it, but you have any questions, or leave them in the comments below. And I will answer all your questions about van lifing or getting started. And, the first time I ever went van lifing, I probably would have never done it if it weren't for this little hippie dick I was dating back in 2018. I met this dude and we had a plan to get out of Michigan for the winter. And so after a few months of me dating him, we basically packed up. I had to pack up. He had like one duffel bag worth of stuff, right? But he forced me to go through all of my stuff, get rid of all my stuff, and without him, I would have never made it to this point. So it was that first initial, this little hippie dick that I was dating, who was way younger than me, and we left and gallivanted all over the country in my SUV all winter. And we ended up breaking up on the road, but we decided that we were so good at like being a team in the road or on the road, So we stayed together as a road dogs, we called it. We were road dogs. But it worked out fine. And then we went our separate ways when we went back to Michigan after the winter was over. We ended up, we went to Florida, and Florida was like brutal. We couldn't afford anything there. So we ended up going to Las Vegas. We drove to Las Vegas, and we both had really good jobs, and we had a cute little apartment that went in short-term housing where we were paying, I think we were paying like 180 a week for a studio together, which split between two people. That is like, what? That's nothing. That's nothing. Okay. I pay almost $2,000 a month to live by myself right now. My apartment in Florida. But anyway, yes, van life. Prepare. Go through your stuff. Get rid of it. Pack. Be efficient. Get organized. Get your vehicle ready. Pay cash for a vehicle so you don't have to worry about payments. Get yourself some roadside assistance. Make sure everything is good to go and you have everything you need, and do it. Just do it and feel the freedom. All right, y'all, while I was editing, I realized I forgot to tell you that I shower at the gym. I have a Crunch membership, and there's tons of them all over the country. There are even more Planet Fitnesses. So get yourself a gym membership and use the facilities to shower. You don't have to act like a homeless person when you go in there. If you want to work out, cool. If not, just go straight to the shower, take your shower, and get ready and get out. And don't make it a big scene, okay? You can use the gym just fine, no problems. And also, overnight parking. Most Walmarts are cool with it. I've never had any issue at Walmart. Again, don't pull out the barbecue grill and, do whatever in the middle of the Walmart parking lot. Be low key. Walmart and Cracker Barrel, I've heard, are okay with it. There are always truck stops and rest areas. And then I'm in a national forest right now. I guess look it up and see where you could, if you want to go camping, like dispersed camping, where you can do it for free without a permit or whatever. But if you are on the road, Walmart, truck stop, rest area, overnight parking. Never had not one problem. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.